Hello everyone, it's Amy and I'm here to show you the items that I made for Sonia's Secret Swap. We had 4 items to alter, and the first one was a jar or a bottle, and so I altered this jelly jar. I covered it first with a napkin, and then I put this bling around the top and some yarn, and then I let the yarn hang down the side and put this little dragonfly right there. And so the napkin just goes all the way around. And when I originally started this, I thought this napkin had pink in it, and it doesn't have any pink in it because I was going to do my colors in pink. So my projects pretty much came out with purple, so I hope my partner likes purple. And on the top, I made this plaster of Paris butterfly out of a mold that I made, and then I put the stucco on the top and colored that and put some rub and buff on the butterfly and on the top. And then on the inside I just put a little piece of velvet here on the inside, and then a little piece of velvet on the bottom just to finish it off. And so that's my altered jar. And the next thing that we had to alter was a thread spool. And so this is my thread spool. I made it into a chunky charm, and I put a hanger on the top with some purple chain, and then I put a little applique on the top, a wedding applique, and a little tiny purple rose and some little lace flower there on top. And then I covered it, I painted it cream and then covered it with copper. And then I put this lace around here, and where the seam was I put these flat back pearls, and then I put this little trim here around the bottom. And then I put some pearls and an Eiffel Tower, a little flower, a little heart, and another little dragonfly there at the bottom. And then on the very bottom, I left it with the thread maker on there because I thought that was really kind of neat. So this is the thread spool that I altered. And of course I would hang it up there backwards, but I can kind of turn it around. There we go. Alright, the next thing that we had to alter was a pen. And so I started out with a pen like this, and it's the kind where the top comes off. So I have that pen, and I turned it into Thank You to Maria, and I made a fairy wand. So it has feathers here at the top. I put a butterfly in behind the part that you clip on your belt. I cut the butterfly in half, and then after I had covered the whole thing with the toilet paper and glue, I made a slice in there and I put the butterfly wings in, and then I put these acrylic butterfly wings on top of the metal ones. Put a little bit more of that purple trim like that's on the thread spool, a flower at the top with glitter, and some more of the flat back pearls. On the very top I made a rolled rose and put some stickles on top with 2 purple feathers and a white feather in the back. And then I wrapped the whole thing with the yarn and copper wire. Put a flat back here, rolled the copper wire there, and that's where you grab a hold of those 2 places and then you pull it apart and you have your pen. And this part of the pen is not too thick, so you can still use it. And then as we go down at the very bottom, I put 2 bead caps. I opened them up and wrapped them around there, and then I put this this gold bead, and then this green bead with a head pin that goes up into the foundation. And then, whoops, and then here's the back, and on the back to finish it off I just put a little flower. And again, you can see the feathers. So this is the fairy wand that I made out of the pen. And then we had to alter a zipper, and that one just threw me for a loop. I was going to make a flower, but everybody makes flowers. I wanted to try and figure out something different, so I made a stick pin out of it. And here's my altered zipper. I used half of the zipper, and I made it into a heart. I stuck the stick pin down through the center, and then I decorated the stick pin, And I brought the zipper together here and glued it. And the pin sticks out the bottom. And I just used I used an earring back right there to hold everything up together. So that's what the stick pin looks like. And then on the side I just put this little bauble trim because it was a dark zipper. It was the only one that I had. So there's the stick pin that I made out of my zipper. And then this little stand is like nothing. It's just like for transport because it's not put together very well. And then the hardest thing that I had to do was my fifth item. I just couldn't get it right, but I hope that you like it. It finally is finished, I hope. And what I made was I made one of my dress forms that I made and I showed the tutorial on, and I decorated it. So to start with, on the base I just put some of these great big diamond things, and these are like cutout shells that have been dyed pink. The base was painted with the different colors that I used to paint the jar and the spool, just to kind of tie everything together. And then I painted the whole dress form with hammered metal paint, and then filled in the little gaps of the cardboard with some, I think it's called liquid pearls. And then I used the purple trim that I had bought to make a little fluffy skirt with some little pink ribbon around the waistline. And then I used a piece of lace, gathered lace, to make a little halter top. Put again the purple ribbon around the neckline and down both sides. Put a little necklace on there, and then put some flowers at the top. So this is a little bit hard to show without getting too close. It's probably really shaky. And then around the back, I just brought the purple trim down around the halter top, and then I made a little bow out of 2 feathers and a pearl. So it's a little bit dark to see, but that was my favorite part out of the whole thing. It just gave me fits. It just kept getting darker and darker. I didn't want it to be dark purple, but then again, you know, I do like my dark colors. So that's the dress form that I made, and that was my 5th item. And I do still have to finish the card. That probably will be my hardest part because I'm not a card maker. But I hope that my partner likes my items. And don't forget the zipper. So thank you all for watching. And Sonia, thank you very much for putting on this challenge. It has really been fun. A little bit daunting at times, trying to figure out what to do with the zipper and how to finish. You know, I'm not a sewer, so, you know, I don't know how to make clothes. And I'm not a beader, so the beads are still on the wire because I couldn't figure out how to get them on a piece of thread. And if I put them on fishing wire, it was stiff and wouldn't go anywhere, so at least, or on fishing line, so on the wire, at least I could bend the necklace down. So I did the best I could. I'm more of a builder, so the building part was easy for me on different things, but the decorating part is my hard suit. Alrighty, well, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.